Skydivers from all over the world are still releasing new amazing videos from the 2020 season, and even if it was quite a poor year with air sports contests and championships because of the pandemic of course, many jumpers still managed to get a few skydives in the logbooks, just like Ivan Santangelo and his team. Oh yes, that's my passion. Really cool images. How long before my next skydive? I don't know. But let's keep the good feelings strong with all the latest aviation news. I'm Regan Tetlow, and this is S Sports News. Congratulations to the winners of the Club Class Nationals and Mata-Mata Sailing Championship contest that has just finished a few days ago in New Zealand. 18 pilots in the Club Class and 11 pilots in the Open Class were competing over the amazing New Zealand landscapes for more than a week. This was one of the best competitions in years, with 9 days of flying, 300-kilometre tasks almost every day, and one 400-kilometre day for the Open Class. Mark Wilson took first place in Club Class, taking the lead over second place Robert Gray and third Alain Morcus. In the Open Class, the best pilot was Tony Van Dyke, beating the second Tim Bromhead. The Italian International Hot Air Balloon Grand Prix is back in the 2021 calendar. This event celebrates its 34th anniversary, with this edition having strengthened the belief that it is truly a relaxed ballooning vacation. The announcement of the 2021 event comes with great pride that the organisation of the 2020 edition was one of only a very few international ballooning events to be actually held during the pandemic year. Todi City, the host of the event, is a beautiful small Italian town perched on a small hill overlooking the Tiber Valley. It is found in the middle of Italy's central region of Umbria, commonly known as the Green Heart of Italy. The competition will take place from the 30th of July to the 8th of August. If you love gliders and you're a female, then this is the news for you. The Women Gliding organisation from the UK, which has helped several women progress with their gliding up to national team level, is now organising a special training webinar. The virtual training day is planned on the 21st of February from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m, and topics include how to go faster tips, field landings, in-flight plumbing, meteorology and forecasting, tephigrams and route planning. If you would like to join, you must first sign up to join on the Women's Gliding Twitter account. So let's stay in the world of women in aviation with my first special guest this week. And this is a very special guest. First of all, because she's a pioneer of freestyle indoor skydiving. Secondly, because, well, she's the love of my life. And for the first time in the history of Air Sports News, we actually have a face-to-face interview, can you believe it? With the one and the only, Lise Hernandez.
Well, I started doing the freestyle.
In the sky?
In the sky, yeah. Because I really like the freestyle. I saw a video of Dale Stewart.
Yes.
Dale Stewart is a freestyler, and she do very elegant moves. She's like a ballerina, very straight, very under control.
Yeah.
And then for competition was until I arrived to Canada.
And so then you're in Canada, you carried on jumping. Where were you jumping at in Canada?
In Canada, it's I forgot the name. It's a Farnham?
Yes. There's a drop zone still there now.
Yeah. So we did a lot of belly jump.
Yes.
And
that's what I do.
Sí. And they did a record.
Yeah, a formation record.
A formation record.
How many people was on the formation?
102.
102 way?
Yeah.
So you built your way up, and how did you find it? I've seen the video, I've seen you docking there, you seem to do a good job.
It's amazing, I remember when you see the airplanes in the formation.
Yeah.
It's like an orchestra.
Yes.
Like the violins, everybody getting ready. The conductor said, okay, ready, set, go, and then boom, everybody doing his job. It's a teamwork. It was amazing.
So what you want to do, you want to perform in the tunnel with the freestyle, you want to hear the music that you've selected, and you want the audience who are there at the tunnel watching and any live stream to hear the music as well.
Exactly.
So it's all at the same time and you're doing a timed music.
Exactly. It would be a really cool idea to see someone flying inside the tunnel with music, like a figure skating. It would be so cool. So there's more reason for a story. People who doesn't understand the technique, they will connect. So I saw a lot of potential.
Yes.
So this is where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna spend all my time, my energy, money to make it happen. But the first step was to find the right equipment to be able to hear the music inside the tunnel.
What equipment did you have speakers? Where did you try this first? Where was it at?
Well, the first step was to find the right equipment.
Right.
To see if I can hear the music, and an equipment that can help me to connect the noise, or not the noise, the music outside the tunnel.
Yes.
So I was lucky. Someone said, "Oh, a friend, the persons who sing, they have this equipment. It's wireless."
Yeah.
So I went to buy. I had to spend a little bit of money there. So I said, "Okay, I have to do it." So I went to the tunnel Aerocar.
Yes, in France.
And the first time I tried the music was there. Gizmo.
Yes.
He was there, and Thomas. So I put all the cables, the music, the telephone.
That's a loud tunnel. It's a loud tunnel. That's,
Yeah.
It shakes like a spaceship, doesn't it? We went in it.
Yeah, it's noisy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went inside, put the music. I was like, "Oh yeah, I hear it." And I asked to Gizmo, "Do you hear it?" Yes.
He was
I hear
outside
it."
the tunnel.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, I spoke with Lisa a lot longer than that, and the full-length interview now is available with her on the Air Sports Promotion YouTube channel. And there's lots of amazing skydiving experience and good humour as well. You really need to watch it. So, breathtaking scenes and fascinating stories told by legendary athletes and sky professionals and founders of extreme airspace disciplines. This is what we truly love in the world of aviation. And if you seek for this type of adrenaline, you can actually be a founder of it.
I was never spiritual before, I was very scientific.
It's too addictive. It's too fun. It's beautiful. Too much beautiful.
Combinations are just very, almost unlimited.
The director of Above the Ground movie, Vitaly Cherish, has over 500 jumps and 270 hours of exclusive footage. He decided to tell the story of human flight and started making a documentary highlighting the community. To that end, he invested all he had to make it happen, including years of skydiver life and more than $600,000 US of his own money and loans. Now he's seeking financial support for $100,000 for completion of the pilot. And so far, Netflix and Amazon Prime are interested to join in this project for their broadcasting. Everyone can support the project via GoFundMe.com platform.
You need to find something that drives you, that inspires you, that motivates you.
So a few weeks ago, we showed you some amazing skilled bush pilots landing their airplanes on the snowy mountainsides in the US. Now more aviation friends, Jeff Oliver, Gerard Moriatim and Kibber Oliver, took their short takeoff and landing MAWL aircraft to the Alaskan Glacier. Take a look at this. So many paragliding pilots around the world are now preparing for the toughest race in their career. The competition at the Red Bull X-Alps 2021 will be really tough, and also paragliding manufacturers are trying to improve their wings for this contest. Winning the X-Alps can be a great marketing achievement. athlete Theo de Blic and test pilots Tony Bender and Fabian Gastiga so far did more than 400 test flights on several prototypes of the new Nova Xenon wing, which is the paraglider designed strictly for the well-experienced professional pilot only. Many drivers were skeptical if electric cars can be so fast and attractive in races and rally events. Formula E shows that it is possible, and now also electric aviation wants to be part of the air racing community. I spoke with Timothy Kriegers, a team member of the Aeronef company, which is a part of the new Air Race E series. Let's find out more from Tim.
But let's tell people, Tim, this company of yours, really fascinating. We're talking about the green revolution, zero emissions. Tell me about the E-Race, where we want to end up. What are you aiming for?
Actually, the E-Race is a new concept of flying, of racing. And the goal is to change the normal engine with electric motors. And the main goal is to bring the future to us. So it's like car racing. You just develop new technologies in a fast way, and then you can develop this technology for real aviation, general aviation and airlines business. So we're aiming to get this race aircraft and develop technologies.
And we were speaking a little bit earlier, you were telling me you're looking at 8 races per race, 8 pilots, 8 aircraft per race?
Absolutely. So the plan is to get 8 aircraft flying together at the same time, which is quite special.
And is it a circuit, a loop circuit, or any other twists and turns in the track?
Absolutely. There are pylons, and you just fly around these pylons. And one lap is about 5 kilometers. And then you do like 4 to 5 laps a race.
The aircraft, it's called the UR1 that you're developing?
That's correct. Our first aircraft is called the UR1.
So that's where we want to be with the race. 8 of these aircraft in the Air Race E. I can almost see it now. Ladies and gentlemen, live here, Air Race E starting off the season. And how far along are we, Tim? Where are we at?
The first qualifying events would take place this fall.
Wow.
And the official races, the actual plan is to have 2 official races next year. And then in 2025 to get 8 races. So it's a total of 11 races planned for at that moment.
The rest of this really interesting interview with Tim can now be found on the Air Sports Promotion YouTube channel. NASA's Ingenuity Mars helicopter will make a historic first attempt at powered flight on another planet this spring. It is riding with the agency's next mission to Mars as it launched from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station last summer. Perseverance, with Ingenuity attached to its belly, will land on Mars on February the 18th, 2021. As a technology demonstration, Ingenuity is testing a new capability for the first time, showing controlled flight is possible in the very thin Martian atmosphere. If successful, Ingenuity could lead to an aerial dimension to space exploration, aiding both robots and humans in the future. Some people say that aviation is fascinating, but the learning to become a pilot is sometimes boring. So, how to make sure that lessons are interesting and funny? Aerobatic pilot Luke Penner found the solution.
Pitch, yaw, roll. The main ingredients for a snap. Explosive but very tasty.
The video is a short online lesson about a very attractive aerobatic figure, a snap roll. It shows how to properly do this figure in a quite original way with a pizza as a metaphor, and with a lot of memes, gags and funny comments. It's really worth a watch. Kilimanjaro is the world's tallest freestanding mountain, rising 5,895 meters over Tanzania in Africa. It's the highest point of the continent, and it looks really epic from the ground. But even better still, it looks even better with an FPV drone. Look at this. Okay, let's move on to our Hero of the Week section. The Spitfire Inspiration to Aviation documentary is a 2018 film directed by Anthony Palmer and David Fairhead. This is a story made in commemoration of the Royal Air Force's centenary, the history of the Spitfire airplane, and the fighter pilots who helped win World War II's Battle of Britain. Spitfire is the epic tale of the most famous fighter plane ever in the world. Some say she saved the world, and today she is an international icon. Charles Dance, Leslie Howard, Tom Neal and Joy Lofthouse are the main narrators in this movie, and the epic music was composed by Chris Rowe. On the 14th of February 1979, flying her Grob Asti glider, Sabrina Petrina Jackentel soared to an altitude of 41,460 feet over Pikes Peak, setting an FEI world record and Soaring Society of America national record for absolute altitude. This record still stands. The duration of the flight was 3 hours and 18 minutes. On the 14th of February 1932, taking off from Floyd Bennett Field, Ruth Roland Nichols flew a Lockheed Vigil-1 to an altitude of 19,928 feet. This set a National Aeronautic Association record. The airplane's owners had flown it to 19,393 feet on the 24th of January 1932. Elm Farm Olivelle Nellie J was the first cow ever to fly in an airplane. The flight took place on the 18th of February 1930 during the International Aviation Trade in St. Louis, USA. On the 72-mile flight between Bismarck and St. Louis, the cow was milked for research and advertising purposes. Marie Marvint was born on the 20th of February 1875. She was a French athlete, mountaineer, aviator and journalist. She won numerous prizes for her sporting achievements, including ballooning and flying. She was a record-breaking balloonist, an aviator, and during World War I, she became the first female combat pilot. airsportsfan.com platform is still waiting for all the aviation fans, and you can write to us at news@airsportspromotion.com. I'm also available on Twitter. That's it for today and this week, and we'll see you next week, guys. As always, stay safe and keep your eyes on the skies. Well, thanks for joining us here in your living room. Happy Valentine's Day. See you, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.